What's going on, people? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So, Conor Benn is now back under the lights. Conor Benn will reportedly now face an appeal over his positive clomiphene test, as UKAD and the BBBOC have both appealed the NADP decision to lift his suspension / clear him to fight. It's claimed that the NADP decision was focused heavily on UKAD's inability to rule on VADA tests and did not include an examination of science explaining why clomiphene was found in Benn's system. Eddie Hearn had previously insisted this was not a decision based on jurisdiction. Oops. Now, in the main, I think Eddie Hearn tells the truth, and still to this day, I don't know what the truth is. The reason I've said that is because this should be pretty open and shut. Yeah, Eddie had previously insisted this was not a decision based on jurisdiction. UKAD and the BBBOC believe it was. Now, this word here, focused heavily. What does this mean? Focused heavily. So, was there a little bit of an explanation / examination of the science explaining why clomiphene was found in Benn's system? Who determines what is focused heavily? Because UKAD and the BBBOC are always going to believe it's the opposite. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're the ones who banned the guy. They're never going to say, actually, there was no clomiphene in his system. So, what's the word I'm looking at here? It's subjective. It's all opinions. And I've been saying this for a while, actually. In my last video, I said, the problem with science is that no one really knows what's going on. That's the God's honest truth. No one knows. Yeah, there'll be one guy from Harvard saying one thing and another guy from Harvard saying another. Or Oxford or Cambridge, wherever you want. Science is all a big circle jerk, in my opinion. No one really knows about anything, in my opinion. It's all made up, for what it's worth. Most things you heard about don't exist, in my... I'm going to be honest with you. Because if it did, yeah, how can you have two scientists saying opposite things? Conor Benn had a team of scientists. Oh, it's not clomiphene. Do you understand, people? It's all a big charade. Yeah, a big circle jerk. Simple as that. Conor Benn had a team of scientists explaining how it wasn't clomiphene or how it wasn't the moody eggs. Yeah, I spoke to one of the scientists. They told me, listen, YB, Conor Benn did not have extramarital relations with that hen on his Bill Clinton. That's what I heard. That's what the lawyer said. The lawyer and the scientist told me they was on their Bill Clinton. Not even one bit of extramarital affairs with the hen or the eggs. Yeah, and the lawyer went out of his way to insist it was not the hen and not the eggs. Conor Benn had no part of any of them. No eggs and no hen. He's been loyal to his wife. So fair play, yeah? But listen. Truthfully, I said in my last video, I'll say it again, I just don't care. Because caring, it don't get you nowhere, people. Caring get you nowhere. Yeah? The best thing we can have in this sport is for everyone to fight as much as possible. Juiced, not juiced, unjuiced, multi-juiced, Dillian, juiced, pillion, white, whatever you want, is the best for the sport. Because some people say it's going on anyway. Yeah, look at Tyson Fury. He popped for nandrolone. Yeah, then he went off in a tizzy. Oh, mental health. And he's back fighting again. And the way the WBC are most worrying because they came up with the clean boxing program 24/7. And they're the same ones who cleared Conor Benn immediately. Yeah? And then they're the same ones who are acting weird for Tyson Fury. My point, if Tyson Fury can not have mandatories and not have voluntaries and not have to fight people in the rankings, do you think Mauricio is going to say, wait there, Tyson, your test is a bit hot here? No, he's not. Yeah? So, what's the point bothering with it all? Let's just let them crack on. It's a bit like weightlifting. Or powerlifting. Everyone knows Eddie Hall is juiced out of his mind. It's a fact. It's impossible to be that big and not be juiced. Everyone knows Ronnie Coleman is juiced out of his mind. So, what's the point? Why not? Yeah? Let him go wild with it. in my opinion. Because this whole testing thing ain't working out anyway. They make it up as they go along anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's how I feel. It's all been made up to go as they go along. And the way these tests are going, the more what's the word? They can test to a higher degree now. Every year or every X amount of years, the testing gets better. It's like, well, I struggle to believe you can't find something everywhere. Maybe, again, I'm not a scientist, so I don't know how it works. But like I said, if it's impossible, or is it possible? Well, it must be actually, because Canelo said he wasn't juiced and then provided receipts for a moody restaurant with some beef in it. Oh, it wasn't me, it was the beef. You see what I mean? So if you're saying there can be moody beef, yeah, with clenbuterol in, what's the point testing people then? Because there's always going to be something somewhere, isn't there? Oh, it was the eggs, it was the hens. Yeah, Conor had an affair with a hen, so it's the eggs now. Oh, Canelo went out for dinner and had a moody steak. Yeah, Canelo had a fake moody knockoff steak. But he got cleared, didn't he? No problem, Canelo, because it was a steak. Yeah, 100% cleared. Do you understand, people? They're all doing it. Probably. Allegedly. Yeah. What? Stress for what? Oh, we have to protect the clean fighters. That's a fair point, actually. If you're genuinely clean, then yeah, you probably should be protected from juiced. But I'm just selfish, I guess, ultimately. I don't really care. So it's one of them ones. Because like I said, there's a lot of people jump on it, make out they care, but what's that doing? What is caring doing, people? What did Karen do to Canelo? Oh, he's still making 35 million per fight. Yeah. What did Karen do for all the other juice ones? I mean, who's actually been banned? What did Karen do for Tyson Fury? Oh, yeah. But who's been banned? What did Karen do for Dillian White? I don't know if, and that's what I'm getting at. I don't actually know. Who here would bet their last grand that any of these guys are genuinely innocent or genuinely guilty? Who would bet their house on that? I wouldn't. It's a big maze. It's impossible to know. Like I say, the way the standards are today, and you buy meat, yeah, all this meat, even if it's organic, I think organic's a big scam as well. I think they just call it that. No difference. How would you know? How would you know? They probably, because when you buy the cheap meat, yeah, when you buy that little chicken like I do, you put it in the oven and it's just full of water. I just think the organic version is no water, but it's the same stuff, meaning that they pump these animals. There's a reason a chicken can go from an egg into a big buff 4-kilo bird in 8 weeks. Yeah, that's not natural, people. Birds don't grow 2 kilo big. Babies don't even grow that quick, do they? Babies take obviously different genetics and whatnot, but they don't grow that big naturally. Yeah, these hens are so big. These hens are so juiced, they can't even walk, people. Do you understand? Their legs, their body's failing them because they're so bulked up. So, who's to say that any of these guys are actually guilty? Because you've got to be pretty stupid. I've got a video coming soon. Alicia Baumgardner, she got popped recently. At this point, and you're signing up to clean boxing programs, it could be the case though. A lot of boxers aren't the smartest, so maybe they've been told. Like Conor Benn was working with Dr. Al-Shabaab. Now, Dr. Al-Shabaab, he's gassed. He was like, yeah, don't worry, I know what to do. I know how to juice people. I know how to beat the tests. So if you're a dude who ain't the smartest, and you hear a doctor, a lot of people respect doctors. And, well, do I respect doctors? I think they're human like anyone else. Clearly they are, because Dr. Al-Shabaab was wrong. Oops. Do you understand? Yeah, but a lot of people who are in the system, they think, oh, it's a doctor, so that means whatever comes out of their mouth is just blessed by Jesus himself. They could never tell a lie. Oops, he popped. See what I mean? Dr. Al-Shabaab gassed Conor Benn up. Yeah, I'm a big doctor, big PhD. I've been indoctrinated at university for 9 years, so I know what I'm talking about. Yeah? and again, why are you hating? I'm not hating. The fact of the matter is, a doctor who's supposed to have 9 years of training told Conor Benn something, and he popped. So he didn't obviously know, did he? Which is what I was saying. A lot of this stuff, it's all best guess. Yeah, you can go to universities for as long as you want. You're still guessing. As Conor Benn found out. Yeah. Simple as that, people. I'm not even sure what my point was, but either way. Just let them crack on, is what I say, man. Let these guys crack on. Yeah? Or they should baseline it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you couldn't baseline it. I don't know what the answer is, people. But we'll find out how this plays out. I want to see Conor Benn fight again. I'm intrigued to see if it was juice or not. I've been saying for a while, if Conor Benn comes back here and he's still red hot, fair play. Probably wasn't juice. Anyway, Conor Benn's reacted. I'm disappointed at the news of an appeal being made, having already been cleared by both the WB. See what I mean? This worries me as well. The fact this guy dropping in this name here, like that means something. Yeah? Oh, WBC cleared me. Well, the WBC is the most corrupt organisation going, people. They're jokers. And the National Anti-Doping Panel to continue my career without any restriction. It was also disappointing to note that the media seemingly knew an appeal was being made before me or my legal team, and that there have been further breaches of confidentiality. There is clearly an agenda against me, and we have seen that from the start of this process. As I have said before, I am innocent, nothing has changed, and I remain confident in my position. I will not be commenting further while I let the legal process play out. Love all my supporters, they can't keep a good man down. Yeah. Anyway, waffle. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and leg off the bow 100%, no doubt.